Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain you a lesson. The name of a lesson is The Golden Touch. Lesson number 1. Okay, children. So this is a story about a king. The name of a king is King Midas. Now this is an old story from a grave. Myth means an old story. Okay, a myth is a traditional story that has been handed down from one generation to the next. Myths usually have a lot of magic and excitement. So student, I am starting a story for you. Once upon a time, there was a king called Midas. He was rich, very rich, and he was fond of collecting gold. Okay, students? So there was a king. The name of a king was Midas. He was a very, very rich, and he was a fond of collecting gold. So students, you also have a hobby of collecting the things. Some of the students, some of the children, they collect the pens, they collect the stamps and other sorts of the thing. Okay, but this king was fond of collecting gold. Though he loved gold a lot, there was one thing in the world he loved more. It was his lovely little daughter. So beside gold, what was another thing? The another thing he was loving was his little daughter. King Midas kept all his gold in a dark room in his palace. He would go down to his dark room and spend hours just looking at all gold he has collected. So what was the daily habit of the King Midas? That he has kept all his gold in a dark room in his palace. So every day he used to visit in that dark room. Every day he used to visit in that dark room and spend an hour just looking at all the gold. So children, you can see it in the picture. Yes? He never knew the value of his collection because he never counted the number of ingots. Ingots means the valuable thing, the money, the diamond, whatever is in there. He has never counted. So he doesn't know the value of all those things. He loved to sit down and just look at all his gold. He should have been a happy man, but he was not. He always wanted more. So, the things he was having, he should be a happy man. He should be a happy man. But he was not. Why? Because he always wanted more. I want more. One day, sitting in the dark room, watching over his gold, he saw a stranger appearing out of the shadow. Midas, you must be a happy man. You have lots of gold. So one day, as he was sitting in a dark room, okay, he saw a stranger. Here you can see in a picture. A stranger is appearing out of the shadow. And what the stranger has asked the Midas? That you must be happy that you have lots of gold. Midas did not stop to think who the stranger was. No, I am not happy. I do not have enough gold. I want more. So what the king replied to the stranger? No, I am not happy. I do not have enough gold. I want more. How much gold do you need to be happy? I wish that everything I touch would turn into gold. So what the king said? That I wish that everything I will touch that should turn into gold. Are you sure you want your wish to come true? Now the stranger asked the king, are you sure that whatever you are asking for, whatever your wish is, that everything should be turned into gold? You want to be come into true? Yes, I would be very happy if I had a golden touch. The stranger granted him the golden touch and disappeared. So be it. The next morning, when the sunbeam entered Midas' room, he woke up. He started to touch things within his reach, and as soon as he did, they turned into gold. the bunch of roses in a vase, the curtains, the bedsheet, and his clothes all turned to gold. So the wish was granted by the stranger. Yes, student? So early morning as the king got up and he started touching the things. So what happened? As soon as he did, all the things turned into gold. His bed, his vase, his clothes, everything, curtains, everything has turned into gold. He ran down to the garden, which was full of blooming roses. Every flower he touched turned into gold. Satisfied at having found so much gold, King Midas went for breakfast as the food and drink he touched turned to a solid gold. So up till now the king was very happy because he has touched the roses. Here you can see the children, yes, that has turned into gold. But the king became miserable when he went for a breakfast. As soon as he has touched the food, you can see here the pictures, the fruits, the chickens, the sweets, the drinks, everything has turned into a solid gold. The worst was still to come. His daughter, who rushed into his arm, also turned into a golden statue. Now Midas was in a great sorrow and despair. Okay? How I wish I was the poorest man on the earth. If only I could get my daughter back. Now what the king started thinking? That he was the poorest man on the earth. After having so much of gold also, he was thinking that he was the poorest man. Why? Because of his daughter. His daughter has turned into a golden statue. Okay? Now he wants his daughter back. Suddenly the stranger who had given him the golden touch appeared before him. Are you happy, dear Midas, now that you can turn everything into gold? I have never been more miserable in my life. I have lost what I truly love. Now I know that gold is not everything. Take back my golden touch, I beg to you, and give my daughter back to me. The stranger took pity on the king. Bring some water from the river that flows near your palace. Sprinkle that water over everything. So again the stranger has appeared before the king. Okay? And what he asked the king? That you might be happy now that you have turned everything into a gold. So what the king replied? No, my life has become miserable. I have lost my truly love. Who was his truly love? His little daughter. So what he said? You take away the wish that you have given to me. You take away the wish that you have given to me. Take back. That is a golden touch. I beg to you. So who begged? The king begged to the stranger. Why? Because he wants his daughter to back to him. Okay? The stranger took pity on the king, and what he said? To bring some water from the river that flowed near the palace and sprinkle. Sprinkle means what, student? To spray around a few drops of water over everything. Midas starts to fill a jug with the river water. Soon the jug and the king outfit started getting back to their original state. He then poured some water over his daughter's statue. Immediately his little daughter smiled and hugged him. Then he ran around the garden and the palace. He kept on pouring water to bring everything back to the original form. After this, King Midas went on to become a wise and a noble king. He had learned that gold was not the most precious thing in the world. So what the children, you got the moral from this lesson? The moral we get from this lesson is that we should not be greedy. We should be satisfied whatever the things we have in our life. Okay children? So you might be You might have understood the lesson very well. Now it's time for the grammar. So today I am going to explain you about a common noun. Before I start with a common noun, let me tell you what is a noun that I have already explained to you. Noun is a name of a person, place, animal and thing. Yes, so you have already learned about the noun and just now I have explained you. For example, you write with a pencil, that is a name. You comb your hair with a comb or a hairbrush, that is a name. Such names are common noun. They are general or common names. Some other examples are boy, girl, cat and spider. Underline the common noun in these sentences. The king lived in a big palace. So what is the common noun? King, palace. His garden was full of blooming flower. Garden and flowers. A stranger appeared in his room suddenly. Stranger, room. The curtains, the bed sheet and his clothes all turn into gold. So what is the common noun, children? Curtains, bed sheet, clothes, gold. He had to sprinkle water to get everything back to its original form. So the common noun is water and form. Now children, proper noun. I will explain to you the proper noun. When we say Anita, use the blue pencil or Anita, use a comb to untangle your hair, then we are using a special or specific name, Anita. That is called a proper noun. So, a proper noun can be the name of a person, a country such as India, your school or your pet. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Okay, children? So now we will create our own proper noun in this sentence. The palace that the king Midas lived in was called Cinvel. His daughter's name was Maria. He lived in the city of Athens. The river from which water was brought was called Ladon. The stranger name was Curious. Now children, I will explain to you a collective noun. A collective noun is a word that describes a collection or a group of people, animal or thing. Every day a bunch of rose, so bunch is a collective noun, was placed at the king's table. A swarm of bees surrounded the sweet smelling flowers. So the swarm is a collective noun. So complete the sentence with the right word from the box. The army of soldiers marched past the palace. A pile of unwashed bedsheet lay in the dark room. Every day a flock of birds visited the royal garden. The king's daughter had a large circle of friends. The river was surrounded by a clump of trees. A herd of cattle grazed in the field. Okay, children? Now we will solve the unscramble the word to get the collective noun. So here is the unscrambled letters O-R-H-A-D of gold. So what is the right word? Hoard. Hoard of gold. Pack of cards. So T-E-R-T-L-I, that is a litter of puppies. R-O-C-W-D, that is the right word is a crowd of people. Okay children, so you might have understood the things very well. Now we are moving to the synonymous. What is a synonymous? A word that means the same as another is called a synonymous. Like sad, the same meaning word is miserable and unhappy. So underline the right synonymous from the bracket for the highlighted word given in the sentence. King Midas was delighted. So what is the synonymous? Happy. So I have underlined happy. When his daughter came back to life. King Midas was very rich. So what is the synonymous word? Wealthy. Okay. King Midas finally became a wise, that is a sensible king. King Midas also learned that gold is not the most precious. So what is the synonymous word of the precious? Valuable thing in the world. Satisfied, that is pleased at having so much gold. King Midas went for breakfast. The stranger granted him the golden touch and disappeared. That is the synonymous of disappear is vanished. Okay. Now autonomous. A word that means the opposite of another word is called an antinomy. Tall, short, rich, poor. So first one, children, you have to match it. Bright, dull, difficult, easy, quiet, noisy, quiet, noisy, tidy, untidy, wide, narrow. Okay, children? So you might have understood the lesson very well and also the grammar part. So see you on the next lecture. Have a good day. Bye and be safe at home.